Beijing AirTS Technology Company Limited is specialized in the R&D and production of relevant technologies and equipment such as heating, cooling, fresh air, humidifying, dehumidifying, and dust removal in the buildings with large space. The air conditioning products for large space are developed successfully for the special environment of large space, which is over 4 meters high and above as the revolutionary air conditioning equipment, and the product has been widely adopted in industrial workshops, warehouses, airplanes and locomotives repair centers, logistics centers, large-scale stadiums, exhibition halls, automobile 4S stores, shopping malls, supermarkets, and so on. A variety of products have been used for many years with obvious effect. The series of product has the advantages of low manufacturing cost, simple design and simple construction, energy saving and high efficiency, and has become the mature HVAC technical scheme for large spaces. AirTS air conditioner special for large space has the following series of products: circulating air heating unit, circulating air cooling heating unit heating unit with humidification function, air conditioning unit with dehumidification function, side-mounted cooling heating unit, circulating air electric heating unit, cooling heating unit for low space, cooling heating unit for office room, direct expanding air conditioning system, top blowing type and side blowing type gate hot air curtain unit. Full series of our products can be equipped with the fresh air inputting function, and any functions can be combined as needed. Introduction to the functions of heating unit. The air conditioner special for large space is mounted on the ceiling. Under the heating mode, the media is hot water or steam. When hot water or steam passes through the equipment, through the high-efficiency heat exchanger in the equipment can quickly heat the air. The hot air is forced to circulate downwards with the high-pressure axial flow fan set at the top of the equipment, and the hot air pressure is improved with the muffling sponge and the lower T unit through the efficient air distribution device. After guiding the direction with the air-blowing guidance vane, the hot air flows out from the spout and is uniformly distributed to all parts of the space from up to down. Compared with the traditional heating equipment, AirTS series products have great advantages. The traditional heating mode adopts heating radiator or warm air blower. The large space buildings always have large depth. If it is heated with radiator, special for large space is mounted on the ceiling and can heat the air through forced air circulation mode. Air can be quickly heated and uniformly mixed through the air mixing tank at the upper part of the equipment in efficient heat exchange. In the equipment, the hot air is forced to circulate downwards with the high-pressure axial flow fan set at the top of the equipment, which can quickly rise the temperature in the working air. After the hot air rises to the roof, the hot air gathered at the top is effectively reclaimed with the axial flow fan for recycled use. Due to the adoption of fast and forced convection mode, it has low requirement on the water supply temperature with really energy-saving effect. Through the effective adjustment of the fan speed and the air blowing angle, it can realize the effect that people in the working area won't feel the blowing when meeting the working area temperature. The distribution map of the temperature field obtained in the large space of the two heating modes obviously shows that the heat loss of the traditional mode is serious. The heat mainly gathers at the top space. The temperature distribution in the working area is not uniform. However, AirTS special air conditioner for large space can uniformly distribute the hot air everywhere in the space, eliminate the bad temperature gradient of the indoor working area, thereby making people feel warm and comfortable. Introduction to the functions of cooling heating unit. The medium in cooling is cold water or fluorine system, and the cold air is uniformly distributed everywhere in the space after heat exchange, thus achieving the purpose of cooling. However, the treatment of condensed water under cooling condition is the most prominent problem for air conditioning technicians. And AirTS heating cooling unit has been elaborately designed to completely prevent the leakage of condensed water. The comparison with similar products of other brands is as follows. The heat exchanger of AirTS cooling heating unit adopts complicated mouth-type design, and the heat exchanger is placed in parallel with the air outlet, which is the four-side return air mode. Through accurate calculation of wind speed and air blowing area, it is ensured that under the maximum airspeed of the equipment, the condensed water on the fin naturally falls into the water sink and is discharged from the condensed water pipe, thus perfectly preventing the leakage of condensed water. However, the cold heat exchangers of other brands adopt plate-type structure and is vertically arranged in the air outlet direction. Although the cold heat exchanger is provided with water tray consisting of wave plates, the strong and disordered air in the box body will take out condensed water from the gap of the water tray and cause water leakage. In order to reduce air resistance, the water wave plate cannot have large angle of inclination. The water guide groove cannot be too deep, and after using for a certain period, a large amount of dust will accumulate in the water guide groove and cause water overflow. Therefore, water leakage is more serious. The heat exchanger of AirTS cooling heating unit. Since the heat exchange area is 1.5 times higher than the panel-type heat exchanger, features better effect under the heating conditions, and the heating and cooling effect of single unit is much higher than similar products of other brands. The fan of the cooling heating unit is installed inside the equipment, and the inside of the equipment is provided with rubber and plastic sponge. Compared with the heating unit, which is installed at the top of the equipment, the noise is lower. Introduction to function of fresh air inputting. On the premise of meeting the factory temperature requirement, AirTS can add the function of inputting outdoor fresh air for all series products. The fresh air volume can be controlled through the top actuator. The fresh air and the cold and hot air of the cold heat exchanger are mixed under different working conditions, and is delivered to the working air from the air outlet, thus meeting the requirements on indoor fresh air and ventilation. It can be freely combined with other functions according to the demand to realize diversified functions with